you came to the right place.
And we are looking for trouble. Oh man, look at that. My head's still
Wow.
Yeah, I can see from your nose up.
there we go. Sorry guys. My elevator got stuck there.
I can see from your nose up.
Okay, we just lost somebody.
Am-
What happened
you
to
you didn't put
Oh.
Amy in the scene.
well,
There
yeah,
we go.
well, she was just in the scene.
Yeah.
She had anyway.
Put her in the corner.
She's there.
How many people we got?
We have right now 24. All right.
Hello, guys.
Let's see who we got here.
Hello.
There's Charlie. There's Satin and Natalie. Kim. Hello, Kim. Jerry. Missed you guys last night. Sam. Charlie, Satin, and Amy. Hello, Amy. And repeat. You guys. Karen. Amy. Yeah, so we're, oh, wow. From 23 to 32.
Wow.
All right, we're good.
Don't hate me.
No.
We love you. Joe, I have to tell you, me and my friend Amy that's on here, we have listened to this interview so many times and just laughed so hard at how stupid she was.
Oh,
Not you. No, at how dumb she was. Like, I've made
hi,
edits
Dee
making
there.
fun of her.
Well, did
It's
anybody really
if
try
I had,
to help Elvis?
What the
No, I mean,
hell? Sorry.
you know how
You see, I've already started off great, guys. Sorry.
if I,
My gummy's already starting to kick in. What the fuck?
I'm going to go get some after this is over.
Oh,
I'm surprised.
okay. I'm sorry. I interrupted. Who was talking? I'm sorry.
Joe.
If I asked one question about what happened to you in Vernon, oh well, that's very personal. Oh, I'm sorry. I had to be. I'm sweet to everybody, but I have to be over sweet to her because I thought she would hang up anytime. Then she became my friend. Then she would call me and drive me freaking crazy.
Oh, she kept calling you after?
Yeah. That's why I wish I had my.
Yes.
I did this by tape recorder.
Yeah.
I heard stuff from her that I didn't have a chance to set up on my tape recorder. Like when she apologized for saying what she said about Elvis' mother. But
Really?
I'm a publisher. Years. Could you imagine if I had that on tape? Holy crap!
I know.
I'd be in Elvis history.
How many years after did she apologize? Was it like immediately to you, or?
No. Since I was talking to her, she did it pretty fast because I wanted to make sure I got that in there.
Yeah.
But not everything goes on tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know one of the Stanley boys said, like, basically on her deathbed, she said she was sorry and she just did it for the money. But it's too late. Like, you can't walk that back. That was a huge deal.
Well, she said, "What?" I said, "Well, then why did you do it?" And she said, "Well, they wanted me to." I said, "But you could have no.
Guys.
You know what? You could have said no."
Yeah, nobody has accountability. They just lose all their senses, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You're a freaking adult, man. Come on.
Sorry, my kids are bringing the groceries in, so if you hear some,
Oh,
it's
that's
probably
all right.
Do they have any pickles?
that. I have pickles though.
I have one too.
I know you do.
3 minutes and 45 seconds in.
That's a record.
Well,
That was got a call for a. Well, here we go.
This is all for entertainment purposes only. Our comments are our opinions only.
So get that straight, folks.
She was extremely lonely. Extremely lonely.
I can imagine. But that's what happens when you live a life like that.
But there's other people in your life that should make you not lonely.
Yeah, I rank her up there with Priscilla as far as one of the most people in that inner circle of Elvis.
I mean, I interviewed Rick. I've said it before. Rick and Billy. Billy, and she asked me how they were.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to know.
Well, you got to think though that history runs deep because she dropped them off at an orphanage.
Yeah.
During their formative years, like they were little, and kids don't forget that shit. And I think Vernon was like, "Hey, so you got those kids? You gonna go get them, or what are you gonna do?"
Do you believe the myth that she married what?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What a piece of trash.
Oh yeah, she's a piece of garbage.
Yeah, she dropped them off at an orphanage.
So
Yeah,
you go after Vernon. Yep.
yeah. Now she said, I think she said on your interview was to get her marriage straightened out. But you tell me what woman, especially in that era, late 50s, early 60s, they didn't do that.
Can I ask her that?
No.
No, but I think Ricky talks about it on your show where he says they had to go to David's, which I can't stand.
Oh, yeah.
And they had to go to David's baby bed because he would be crying.
You
And
know,
they would go to comfort him, and then the nuns would like beat them and say, "Get back in your bed." But their little brother was crying.
Yeah.
But they blame Elvis for why they're so jacked up. Okay, who's your mama?
God, you know my interviews.
I do.
Oh, see.
Angelo's got a good point there. She said anyone could say that they apologize on the deathbed, but it's the public apology that makes it worth something, especially when it's her sons that say, "Well, she apologized on the deathbed." You
Yeah,
know?
well, their children left there alone on Christmas. Yeah.
Well, do you? I might have asked you this. It's just my memory. Do you believe that she went after Vernon because she couldn't get Elvis?
Yeah, she wanted
I
it.
believe so.
Believe that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah, but what proof is there? I mean, I believe it, but I'm just saying on the opposite side. What?
Sure.
What?
Well, she said she called to have lunch or coffee with Elvis because she supposedly wanted to comfort him over the loss of his mother when he got to Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, and Elvis politely declined and sent his father, probably not thinking his father was going to bag her and then bring, let's also to think about Elvis comes home from the army, doesn't know about his career, has lost his mother, and then Vernon thinks it's a great idea to move this woman and her 3 kids in for Elvis to financially take care of. Get out of here.
Yeah, but he stepped in. He stepped in and took care of the kids.
But should he have had to?
No.
No, but I'm saying that's
And what thanks did he get for it from the Stanley boys?
no, I'm saying that's the nice and great thing about Elvis.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Yeah.
Took on the responsibility to take care of them, gave them whatever they wanted, and loved them.
And still cleaned up their shit after them too from time
And
to
then
time.
look how they talk about him now.
hmm
I got no use for any of them.
Did you like them before? Or do you just like them now, Joe?
Like who? The boys?
Any of them? Yeah, boys.
I don't know the boys good enough. I just interviewed him. That was it. And Billy's angry at me anyway. So, well, at least he was.
Oh my God, I wouldn't be able to sleep.
Why is Billy angry at you?
I interviewed the both of them, and Billy, both of them, extremely nice. And they gave me an early interview, and it was like maybe 10 o'clock in the morning, maybe 9. And Billy came, and then Ricky came, and Ricky was a little bit under the weather. You know what I mean? And Billy was very cool, and then I asked about the colonel, and Billy said, well, no, I really don't want to go there and talk about that. And Ricky goes, well, I'll talk about the son of a bitch. I mean, anything that Billy wouldn't talk about, well, Rick would get right in there and let you know.
Exactly how he felt.
Yeah, because he was a little sick.
Yeah, I don't know if I could actually talk to. I don't think I could have any interaction with him. I don't think I'd be able to keep my temper.
That was my job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank God you did. You were able to do it. So
Yeah, no, I know that was your job, and I don't. I'm sure there were some people that you were just like afterwards. Why did I do? Well, yeah, you told us.
What have I done?
Lamar Fike.
Yeah, but because he was under the weather, Billy knew that and could see that, and the way he acted. And he said, "You got to be kind to us." I said, "Yeah, I'll be kind to you." So we aired it, and I guess he thought we weren't kind. I mean, I say under the wind, and a lot of other people say drunk.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he was there for the interview, so he should have known then if you were kind or not.
You know something, Joe? Just thinking about what you're saying now, and I've come to this realization with a lot of those people. It's like they had the opinion that if you were gonna kiss their ass and tell them how great they were and how this and how that and how they upheld the legacy of Elvis and how they etc., then they would talk to you.
Yeah.
But if there was a slight possibility that you might share your own opinions about those specific people that you were talking to at the time, and they had a inclination that you might do that, anything other than kiss their ass, then they would have their questions about
Yeah,
talking to
they
you.
which one of them was that wrote the book Faith?
Well,
Billy's the
Billy.
least offensive.
So when Rich was with us, he had some interaction with him on the book because he read the book and made a great review on it. So Billy, you said, or who was
Yeah,
it?
Billy, the faith of
Billy.
Elvis.
So
Yeah.
he reached out to Rich, said thank you very much and all that, and Rich had replied back to him, I'd like, it'd be nice, can we do an interview sometime? And he said, yeah, just let me know. And so Rich wanted to bring it on the show with us, and I flat out told him no. I said I don't want him on my show.
this
No,
was
I wouldn't cross the street to interview any of them.
Yeah,
Rick.
yeah.
It was so weird because right after, no, um, after I interviewed him, Rick went up and did a whole, praise Jesus thing.
Oh yeah, they were real big into that, using Elvis to.
Yeah, no, they had a film. They had a film where Elvis was in it, and they used his belief in God, and then Rick did his thing. Yeah,
I hate this fake face stuff. Well, you know what? I can't judge.
C-Cat, I think that was David and Lamar that did the video together. They were thick as thieves and co-signed on each other's bullshit all day long.
really.
Joe, I see. Vangelo Joe, Ricky was under the weather. What year was this? Oh,
I think it was early 2000s.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
wow.
But he relapsed off and on his entire life.
Yeah.
Well, so before we get started this, I'm just going to say this. My impression of the Stanleys, I don't have one positive thought about them.
Nope.
I just don't. And I can honestly say and be transparent saying I've never really done much research on them. All I've ever heard is
Gotcha.
the part about DEE. I saw that thing with DEE and read that. And from that point forward, I couldn't even stand to look at her. I wanted nothing to do with her. And then just the other stuff that I've learned about the other boys, I just like I have no regard for them at all.
Well, I think their own actions and words incriminate them. I mean, you just have to see what people say and do.
Yeah.
Out of all of them, the only one I feel sorry for is Dee. She made me
What?
sorry.
No. You said I'm going to say what, so I did. I said what?
She was such a sweet lady, and now listen. Oh my God, how can you say that? No, she was just what got me was the loneliness. She was so lonely. I'm sorry. I just have a
You have a sweet heart.
yeah. And she was
Sometimes people put themselves in that situation.
She was just I said that to her, but she completely pushed herself out of Elvis history, and
Do you think maybe she was doing it just to gain sympathy?
I don't.
They've been playing you, Joe.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think she was playing. Yeah.
Me, yeah.
To answer Natalie's question, no, I haven't read any of their books, nor do I have any intention to ever read the bullshit that they've written about.
I've read it. I've read all their books just because I read everything to know what they've said and be like, no, this is wrong, and it's okay, but it's a bunch of fluff. I mean, it's nothing.
You listened to it and you thought she was playing.
Satin Joe, I am with you on that. I felt sorry for her at the end of her life.
That's what we're here for, is to talk about this. You into it and you thought she was playing it.
Yeah.
I think she was playing you. I just think
Yeah, I think she was happy to have somebody listen to her at that stage.
Yeah.
And you were providing an audience.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm probably jaded because I've been through so much with Elvis people that I'm just like, Rick and I were talking about earlier, like, F everybody.
She was so lonely that she was playing me to have somebody else to talk to.
Yeah. Well, Billy said on, I think it was Chat with Cat interviewed him, and he said he was there taking care of her towards the end of her life. So she's probably lying to you. I think she was lying to Vernon about her marriage, and
It was when she passed.
Not soon enough.
Well, I can understand in the situation. If I'm in the situation that I was one of her sons, I can understand having a little compassion for your mother. No matter what she did to you, somewhere along the line, they got to have some kind of compassion when you see somebody. I would think. But for me, not being her son,
You know the
not that
the
I wish that I would never wish, a horrible death or like that. Not at all. I don't think that way. But I do think that she made her bed. She slept in it. That's
Mhm.
all there is to it. She's the one that put herself in that loneliness,
Yeah.
and she regretted it at the end.
Yeah.
the sad thing is, I'm just having a mental chuckle in terms of what Amy just said, and it just popped in my head. As empathetic as empaths can be,
Hmm.
if you cross us,
Hmm.
we'll burn you.
Oh, real bad.
and
Yeah.
and there's no empathy. Then the empathy goes out the window.
Then the dark empath shows up, and then we're like,
Yeah.
sorry, empath.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, oops.
You're definitely welcome, Amy.
Thank you, Amy. I love you so much.
We do this. We do this because we enjoy it.
We do.
We are having a lot of fun with this. We really are.
Yeah, I was saying that to Rick this morning after the radio show. I said the show is really at a point now where it's really cooking, and it's fun, and it's enjoyable, and there's always a surprise of some
Uh,
sort.
Like sitting with your friends and just talking about Elvis.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah.
I was. You guys knew I was worried about this, and this is why I kept this interview out of EER for years. Years. I refused to put it on. Even Lee refused to put it on.
Really?
Yeah. We did it for years.
Well, I haven't listened to it, so we got 44 with us right now. So we got some 44. And it's a year that one of you is the person that said they would never watch it. Welcome to our show.
I have to say anything. I've already said it all. So let's go in.
All right, here we go. There's no video. I don't want to. I don't want to be doing screenshots of D or any of that in them. So you're not gonna. There's not gonna be because it's just an audio anyways. So that's going to give us the opportunity to really pay attention to the chat and listen to you guys and listen to it. And we're going to pause it once again. Don't forget to do the big question marks at the start of a question and put it at the end too.
Also, I want everyone to know before it gets lost, Patsy Presley is a double first cousin of Elvis. Her parents are.
What? Wait. I do.
Natalie has breaking news, a major announcement.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Fucking. Okay, here we go, guys. We must share.
Yes. Disclaimer.
Also, I want everyone to know before it gets started, Patsy Presley is a double first cousin.
Okay. Yeah.
Have you ever met his first cousin?
First cousin. Double first cousin.
Yeah.
Extra special.
Double.
So she's entitled to even more.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to get her on the show.
I'm working on a contact for that via somebody else. So I'm holding my breath.
I've emailed. I've tried her old number.
Run that by me again. You
What?
emailed an email that. Did you just say? Never mind.
What did I say?
I thought you said I emailed an email to an email. Did I hear that?
He emailed consistently over and over again.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's kind of.
Sorry.
Well, she's kind of moved on. And kind
I
of.
digress.
Emailed an email to an email?
I forget it.
Is that even possible?
People are unforgiving.
Hey, we're in the 21st century. Of course, it's possible.
Let's go.
All right.
Yeah, hi, is Dee there? Well, did anybody really try to help Elvis, though? I mean, you know how...
No.
Sorry, I got to do something here because I can't pause
Yeah,
this.
hi,
I
is
got it
Dee
hidden.
there? Well, did anybody
There you go.
really try to help Elvis, though? I mean, you know how...
No.
Sonny West and that said that they got fired because they
Did I
tried to
get
get
to the
Elvis
end of it?
to
I didn't
stop.
get to the end of it, did I? Beginning.
Yeah, hi, is
There we
DEE
go.
there?
You did.
Well, did anybody really try to help Elvis though? I mean, you know how Sonny West and that said that they got fired because they tried to get Elvis to stop. I mean, is that a true story, or nobody really tried?
No. They was just no. That's not true.
I wonder if she knows Karen.
At least I didn't stop with the question. You have to give me credit.
No, we
Yeah,
can.
no, I was going to say right off the bat, Joe, you're a saint, because somebody starts off an interview like that, interrupting me, like, no, it's like, fucking shut up, can I speak?
Oh, they got Elvis and more drugs and get him into stuff they could get out and do their thing.
Because they were all into her, weren't they?
Oh yeah. I don't have a bit of respect for anybody. There's grown men that let Elvis die, which I'm not looking for anybody to blame because Elvis himself, but I'm telling you, a lot of grown men and doctors contribute to Elvis's death. That's
Does she
the way I
include
feel
her
about
sons?
It seems like,
Yeah,
I mean,
agree
I don't
with
know
her,
you knew him,
yeah.
but it seems like you really couldn't. It seems like nobody would stick up to him. I mean, would he listen to you?
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. They wasn't about the. I mean, when Elvis said something, and if they didn't laugh. They was paid to laugh. They was paid to lie. They was paid. I mean, they had to do everything. And if he was sitting watching something, they didn't dare move. He had to be exactly like Elvis. So no, they didn't try.
So who could he trust?
Nobody.
I mean,
Nobody. You know what he said one time? He said, if every bit of this, I lost everything, I'll tell you who would stand by me. Daddy and Dee and his 3 little brothers, Of course, they were so young, They were following them.
It was coming up, and I was waiting for it. You can't handle the truth.
My God, did you do what I thought?
David Stanley would be right there with Elvis if it all went away. Yeah.
It's not on here, but that's not the first time she said something like that to me.
Jeez.
What a flat out lie with a straight face. The only people that he would trust is her, his father, and her 3 washed out sons that
Yeah.
gave him
Well,
so
she
much.
called them his brothers, right? She called
Yeah.
3 brothers.
His stepbrothers.
Yeah.
She would say that a lot.
My God, this woman was taking gummies before gummies were invented.
I think it was mushrooms.
Delusional, Bill.
Yeah.
I'll take things that and Alex. That's funny.
Exactly.
Good one, Ed.
No telling where and back. You and I both know it because they were just kids, went into an adult world. And Dodger, he said, and that's the truth, I guess. Yeah, so nobody, but see, Elvis was not the kind of person that you could tell anything as well. You know what I'm talking about?
He was used to nobody saying no to him.
That's right. So you see, it just, because Elvis didn't recognize, I think in the end, it seemed to me like that Elvis was beginning to realize that he was pretty far gone. Now, that seems to be, but it was a little late. You know what I'm talking about? It was a little late because, I mean, this beautiful person that years ago could walk out there, and that wasn't happening anymore. The last shows, you're well aware of things like that, and many people. But I think, from what people tell me, you can get so far gone that you can't turn back, and that's probably what happened.
What did Vernon say about it? I mean, did Vernon see what was happening? Could he talk to Elvis at all?
Yeah.
Nope. He couldn't.
He wouldn't listen to him.
Wouldn't listen to a thing.
No.
Man, she's sure making him sound, making him sound.
One of those guys, you know what?
He's making him sound like a spoiled, rotten, freaking typical star from today. You know how they are today.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the first. He was exactly the opposite.
Exactly the opposite.
My God.
I'm thinking about Vernon. And you know what Vernon thought about every one of them? And that's the reason I said any book after Elvis died, any book that come out lying on Vernon and making Vernon look bad, they would. But notice when Elvis was alive, I mean, there was nothing said. They couldn't tell anybody anything. You know?
Mhm.
But it sold. That's what I'm saying. It sold. Whatever they put down, whatever lies, it did sell. You know.
Right. Well, trash sells.
It kind of makes me think about something. You had the book Elvis and Gladys. You had the book of Elvis and Priscilla, all the other people, but there was never a book about Straight Vernon. Was there?
Not to my knowledge.
I don't think it was enough to.
Yeah.
I don't think people could get to Vernon enough to really know him.
What he was really like, yeah.
You don't think so?
Mm-hmm.
They just said he was a penny pincher and
Yeah.
be rough to people, and you think that's wrong?
He came from a time period and a place that warranted being a penny pincher and sometimes being tough and rough, having to deal with people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're talking about the Depression time, and you're talking about, I mean, we know how dirt poor they were.
Yeah, literally. And it struck me from Lisa's book how she said she had no connection with him.
Yeah.
Usually a grandparent, my parents were really tough, but with my kids, it's like completely different people. I'm like, who are you people and what are you doing? The fact that that was his only little granddaughter, especially a little girl.
Yeah, she said that, and then that kind of got me. I thought, really? And then she said the same thing about Priscilla's mother.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh my God, what is she has a perspective that she has no grandparents.
Yeah.
Right, no grandparents.
Love her.
Mm-hmm.
Secondary parents, yeah.
Plus a mother who didn't really love her.
Yeah, like once Elvis was gone, that was it.
My God.
Can you guys imagine how Elvis's mama would have been with Lisa?
Oh my God.
Jeez.
Mm.
Well, but she was too young to remember all this stuff.
And if Gladys had lived a long, full life, how she would have been over Lisa's twins. My God.
Ooh, yeah.
We were talking about that the other day. Weren't we talking about that on the show, or were we talking about books ourselves? About what Gladys would have been like had she lived with her grandchildren. Oh my God, what a different! And plus, Elvis' career would have been totally different.
Yeah, completely.
Because I think that is the one person that Elvis would have listened to.
Sure.
Wow.
I think.
Go ahead, Cam.
I think it would have deepened their relationship even more. Can you just see Elvis and his mama sitting on the back porch with Lisa as a baby? Oh, shame.
It's a shame, yeah.
So, I wanted to ask you about your house on Dolan there. They say a story that upstairs inside the boys' bedroom, that one mirrored wall has all the mirrors on it?
In my house?
Yeah.
In my house?
In my house?
Yeah, upstairs next to Graceland, and you're in Vernon's place.
The house Elvis paid for?
The boys' room upstairs, it's got one wall that's all mirrors. They say that Elvis was up there with the boys, and he was practicing karate moves, and Elvis did a karate kick and broke one of the mirrors, and it's still there today. Is that a true story?
I don't know. I didn't know anything about. I know in my house. Now I'm trying to think.
Womp 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 womp.
Over there, he'd come over. He'd come walking through the pasture, drive through there. In the back, but I didn't know of any karate.
Yeah, well, you know how some people you'll make up a story to try to, Yeah. Now, the telephone upstairs, too, was that a direct link to Graceland?
To Graceland?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it wasn't. See, they say that.
We had one downstairs,
That was a direct link.
We had this, everything was downstairs here. The boys had a phone, but everything, was on the same line.
That Elvis paid for.
And then,
she said it in the Geraldo thing about the.
Did they have an office in your house, Vernon?
Shelter or something, or
This lady is full of it.
Vernon shoved her down, so she had a miscarriage because Vernon supposed that she was pregnant, and supposedly Vernon asked her if it was Elvis's, which, please, and she wished it would have been. And then she said he shoved her down, and then she had a miscarriage. But I don't believe any of that.
Well, this question about Dolan is because the people who show it now, or at least when I was there, was bullshitting these stories. Like,
I remember.
yeah, I don't think the karate thing was real.
I remember that story about the mirror. Yeah.
Yep, the chair.
There was something downstairs that he supposedly broke or did something to, but I remember the mirror up there.
Yeah, and then they had this big. They said came from Graceland, but I think that was out in the pool house. Might have been. Oh yeah, they had a bunch of these curtains out there, and they said these are all from Graceland.
Yep.
You know that one too.
I remember that.
And the phone upstairs was an old office. Excuse me, office phone. So
It was supposed to be the direct line to Elvis.
direct line to Elvis.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think this woman knows shit about what was going on.
I agree with you. I don't think she did. I don't think she did.
She was living in La La Land from the beginning. I wouldn't be surprised if she got into her son's little stash right from early on.
Yeah.
She did look a little rode hard and wet.
No heart. No heart. No heart. Let's go on. Let's go.
No.
Oh, see, they say everything. They say he had an office, and then.
No, his office was right there in the back.
No, that's right
You
too.
know, I mean, all I had to.
Yeah. What'd you think of the girls later in Elvis's life there, like Ginger and stuff? What'd you think of them?
Oh, here it comes.
I didn't know Ginger. I had no cause to think anything. She seemed like a lovely girl, and seemed like Elvis was very much in love with her. So I was told, and I was told that by his daddy. I was told that, and for the first time, so
Very
he
cool.
fell in love, and it was Ginger.
Oh, so you believe that because she said that Elvis was going to marry her?
Well, that's what I was told, and everybody's denied her. But I was told right straight from the people, you know. And of course, I'm not surprised at anybody trying to cut Ginger out because I know the people that surrounded Elvis Presley. So you know,
Yeah.
I have no doubt to believe. I knew that Elvis was madly, so Vernon said, in love with her.
Wow. And you liked Linda.
Oh, I love Linda.
It's too bad he didn't marry Linda.
Oh, yeah, I love Linda.
Everybody loved Linda.
Wonderful. And I liked Anita.
Yeah.
I liked his first one when he come back, you know. Of course, I met Anita when he was in Germany, but Anita was adorable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's very, very pretty. What'd you think of Priscilla?
Well, actually, what happened, Priscilla was just a 14-year-old girl when I met her. I thought she was quite young. Then, evidently, you know.
Yeah, I got a question about that. She met Priscilla when Priscilla was 14. Where was
she was banging Elvis in Germany. Or banging Dee, sorry, Elvis. Banging Vernon in Germany. Dee was.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So when Donna makes that little stuff about, Grandma ruled the roost and there wouldn't have been inappropriate stuff happening in Germany because Grandma was there, bullshit.
Yeah.
Because Elvis complained about how loud Dee was when her and Vernon were doing the thing. So
yeah, I read in the book too somewhere. I can't remember where it was. Elvis used to talk to his daddy all the time about that. He would say, "Could you behave yourself? At least try and be discreet about it."
Yeah.
But this woman's so crazy. She probably thinks cabbages grew in trees.
exactly.
Because
I know Dee attended the viewing for Elvis because it's talked about in the funeral director's book. She made a big old scene.
Really?
But I don't know about the funeral part.
got that freaking image of Dee being loud. God.
No, about Vernon being loud when they were doing it.
Vernon was loud? Oh,
yes, they were both really loud.
Go for it, Vernon. Yeah.
But the part that always tickles me in the funeral director's book when they say they hear like this wailing and they're all in the kitchen eating and Joe's like, "Oh God, it's Dee." Like they knew immediately it was Dee causing some kind of over dramatic like scene. It makes me laugh every time. Like, oh God, here we go.
The Linda State. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Did it sound like this?
Exactly. Exactly.
I forgot what I was going to say now.
Sorry, Joe. I had to get the cow in there somehow.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I can't remember it now.
Sorry, I apologize.
It's okay.
Can you imagine how dumb Elvis must have felt in how embarrassed Elvis must have felt. I mean, he's living with a house full of family and selected friends and having to go. I mean, it would kill me having to go to my father to say, hey, can you just like be a little bit more discreet?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Because you're banging a married woman and her husband was
Yeah.
he wasn't as much of an officer as they say he was. That's a lie. But I mean, he was higher up in the Army.
He wasn't an officer?
Not as high as they say. No.
Oh, okay.
We
Yeah.
debunk that too.
Do you think she made this statement about, I love Linda, and a lot of people said, God, I wish he married Linda. Do you think people do that because she was with him for so long?
Yeah, but she really wasn't with him as long as she says. Her and Dunleavy were really tight. And if you notice when she first started talking after Elvis died, this narrative was spun. Oh, I was the one who took care of him. Oh, if I would have been there, it was like this brainwashing. Right. He would have lived had I been there, which is really a cruel thing to insinuate. Honestly, that's gross. No matter how you feel about Ginger, that's just wrong.
Yeah.
No, that
it's wrong. And so she started this. I was his caretaker, and I was like his mother. But if you really look at what happened, I mean, maybe for that first year they were together. But I mean, Elvis was publicly out with Sheila and Diane Goodman and all these other, Ann Pennington. I mean, you can just keep going. He didn't seem to care to hide it. Sometimes they were in the same room together. So I don't think it was this long-term 4-year whatever she likes to spend now. They bought her a house to get her to get the fuck on.
And I mean, not only disrespectful to Ginger, I mean, that's disrespectful to any woman that was around Elvis that cared for him. I mean, that includes grandma, that includes
anybody in the house. Yeah.
That includes the maids that cared about him. That includes everybody that gave a shit. So to come out and say, oh, he would have loved had she stuck around, hell no, you can never say that.
Nobody can say that.
How'd you like to live with that? The people think that.
Very arrogant.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. It's arrogant. It's very condescending and arrogant. Wait, when did they get divorced, Vernon and Dee?
It was after Elvis passed away.
78.
Yeah, it was 78, 79, something. It was in the Dominican.
Wow. All right, more Dee.
About that, and then when she moved in with him, when her father brought her there, I certainly am a mother, and I didn't understand, parents letting her move in, with
because you threw your kids
Elvis.
into an orphanage.
Yeah.
So I think that, in her own way, she was just a kid, and there was a lot of money involved, and it certainly hasn't hurt.
What was that?
She said there was a lot of money involved, meaning like Elvis had money. Well, Dee, why did you want to get with Vernon?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's telling on herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, she settled for Vernon. Vernon was sloppy seconds because Elvis took one look at her and went, hell no.
Yeah.
Today, and after all, she is the mother of his child, so with that, but I think that Elvis felt like he had to marry her. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's what I've been
whether he wanted to or not, because he had just brought her up ever since she was a little girl, from 14 on, been with her,
I thought Elvis said to Priscilla's daddy that she was going to be staying with Vernon and you.
Oh, she did. He did. He brought her there. And so when she moved out, I made sure that her family gave her permission to move into Graceland. And so that was they knew exactly,
Oh, so they did know. They did know when she went from your house to Graceland.
Yeah. I made sure they knew.
She's like an old gossip,
of a young girl, and a man living with her,
Yeah.
And her living with Elvis, no.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how a dad could do that. I mean, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, so that was all between the Bowyers, and then the shock of my life. When she said in her book, of course, she come out and told it, but I mean, I was just hitting the panic, but I just couldn't believe that she just laid that many days out of it from the first visit over there. They said all the drugs he gave her,
Yeah.
So I imagine Vernon was scared to death all the time.
What the hell?
Geez.
So
She was born
it
in
was a very
Tennessee,
dangerous
Waverly, Tennessee.
situation,
Yes. Oh, you
evidently.
got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was using those drugs quite early then.
He didn't want to do the cap lock.
Seemingly, look how early it was then, you know. And then the ones that knew about drugs and everything said that actually in Germany, you know.
Right.
But I don't think it wasn't to that extent, you know.
Uh-huh.
You know, it couldn't be to that extent, and it probably wasn't. It just slowly.
My God, I love
when he
listening
went on
to
stage.
comedy shows.
Mm-hmm. It's great.
She's almost better than Jimmy Kimmel.
Mm-hmm. She loves her own stories too.
And you can hear she loves the sound of her voice, and she loves that she's in a position
Yeah.
talking to somebody that's giving her a platform
Mhm. She loves it.
to spin her narrative. She's in seventh heaven.
Good man.
Well done. Well done, Joe. You did a good deed for an old lady.
You did. That should get you into heaven, just that alone.
I think so.
And to say Elvis raised her up from 14, why do people say that?
Yeah,
She went
again,
back home for years, and then she comes back over when she's 17.
Yeah, they're stuck with that 14.
So he dated other. There are pictures of her at proms with multiple boys she dated. She had a normal teenage life.
Is she here?
Heard her say, "He stole my teenage year." Bitch, you were.
yeah, and again, pushing the pedophile narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't raise her from 14. He didn't see her for 3 years.
Yeah.
He's probably progressed into a real serious, you know what I'm talking about,
Right.
tendency. Is the way it seemed to me, you know.
Right. When did you first meet Elvis?
I met Elvis in 1958.
Wow. What'd you think of him?
I thought he was a nice serviceman, soldier.
Amy knows what I'm
I
thinking.
She can't say what she
No.
Come on, say it.
He made parts down below tingle when she saw him.
Yeah.
Didn't see you. That's what she thought. Yeah.
Love him. And
I'll be discreet
had
and
been from-
behave.
No, you be me.
Okay.
At
I'll
least-
come out straight and say it. When you asked her what did you think of Elvis, she was thinking, well, I wanted to bone him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You did a good job, but I'm better.
Van
Yeah.
Gelman says, what's infuriating is Joe and George can't do math when she came over in summer of 62.
She was 17.
Simple math, she was 17.
Cougar going to strike. Yeah, she thought so.
Mm-hmm.
another planet not to.
Yeah.
And I, you know, I certainly wasn't totally into his music, you know, because naturally I was older than Elvis, you know, and I really felt compassion on the young man to come right over after losing his mother.
Is that what she was calling it?
Did you meet
Compassion?
his daddy right away?
That's what they called it in
She wanted to
1950.
put her compassion all over him, didn't she?
Yeah, that's what they called it back in the late 50s.
I'm at a loss of words. I don't even know what to call it. You pretty much covered. I could think of a few things, but I will not say it on the air.
Tell me.
Timer.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, Joe.
No, I said, you tell me, I will.
Well, I know, but I know you will.
Mm-hmm.
I met his father.
Sunflower, yeah. She was married to the boy's dad, the Stanley guy, and then she had Vernon and then one after Vernon. But for some reason, she still put Presley on her. Presley was still on her tombstone, which is gross.
Why did they break up?
Vernon and Dee?
Yeah.
Because he was banging his nurse, Sandy Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how to do it. How to do it.
Moved her into the house to take care of him and, you know, start taking care of him.
She took care of him.
Sure did.
Yeah, D, you weren't doing your job there.
Indeed. Got a little more involved than just.
She didn't have as much compassion as Sandy Miller.
Exactly. Her compassion had run out.
She was using those jaws for different purposes.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of Vernon first off?
Oh, that was good.
At first, you see, I didn't know if the man, I thought he was just probably an old man, you know, and I never saw his mother's the pictures, and I thought, well, this poor widower, and he could have been
Really?
fat, bald,
What?
toothless,
What?
or whatever, but it didn't turn out to be that way.
Yeah, Vernon's not a bad-looking man.
Huh?
Vernon wasn't a bad-looking man.
Oh, he was a handsome.
Yeah.
He's more handsome than his son. So
Oh, honey.
I mean, it was.
That's what she had to tell herself to get through it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Elvis.
He's better than Elvis. He's better than Elvis. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just so much better looking than your son. I don't know why you're not.
Why the world? Yeah.
Yeah. God, it gets deep.
My God.
December night, I think he come at a time in my life, and I came at a time in his life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
more
had
than
lost
once.
my father,
Mhm.
and I had been married in the military for a lot of years, and I was married to really, really, really a soldier
Was she
through and
actually
through.
Yeah.
I mean, with a
multiple-
lot of years,
really,
and probably going to stay on for 30 years.
Mhm.
Well, actually, Bill was more of a soldier than he was a husband and father. I mean, he was married to the Army, in other words.
Right.
Wonderful, yeah. So, I've lived in France, and I thought Vern was okay, I mean, surprised that, well, I invited him to come and meet my husband and my family, so, I mean,
Yeah,
I wasn't
right.
thinking too much about it.
Uh-huh. How did it just happened? I mean, you decided that you had feelings for this man, or?
When you're sitting there listening to this, Joe, from her, do you know that it's bullshit she's dishing you?
Yeah.
But that's my job, is to keep her talking.
No, I understand.
I love it.
Yeah, when you get people like that want to start, yeah.
Yep. That right there, Kathleen.
What the hell? Oh,
The Presley pickle.
Oh, well, now that's getting personal.
I'm sorry, honey. Never mind then. Never mind.
Well, actually,
what's the ad?
I guess if he was always there and always doing things.
Personal basically between the two and why they broke up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Slowly, when he went on stage, probably progressed into a real serious. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Tendency is the way it seemed to me.
Right. When did you first meet Elvis?
I met Elvis in 1958.
Yeah.
Wow. What'd you think of him?
That's okay.
I thought he was a nice serviceman, soldier. Naturally, I had heard of him, and you had to been from another planet not to.
Yeah.
And I certainly wasn't totally into his music, because naturally I was older than Elvis, and I really felt really compassion on the young man to come right over after losing his mother, and so Elvis seemed to be nice enough,
Did you meet his daddy right away too, at the same time, or?
Oh yeah, I met his father first. Yeah.
What'd you think of Vernon first off?
At first, you see, I didn't know if the man. I thought he was just probably an old man, and I never saw his mother's pictures. And I thought
that's a lie. They were all over the papers when Gladys
he could have been fat, bald, toothless, or whatever, but it didn't turn out to be that way.
Yeah, Vernon's not a bad-looking man.
That laugh is just like.
Huh?
Vernon wasn't a bad-looking man.
Oh, he was a handsome.
Yeah.
He's more handsome than his son. So, I mean, it was just and then Vernon and I think he come at a time in my life, and I came at a time in his life, because I had lost my father, and I had been married in the military for a lot of years, and I was married to really, really, really a soldier through and through.
Yeah.
I mean, with a lot of years, and probably going to stay on for 30 years. Well, actually, Bill was more of a soldier than he was a husband and father. I mean, he was married to the Army, in other words.
Right.
Wonderful, yeah. So, I've lived in France.
Yes, Charlie.
I thought that was okay, I mean, surprised that
you could pick yourself
well, I
up.
invited him to come and meet my husband and my family, so, I mean, I wasn't thinking too much about it.
How did it just happened? I mean, you decided that you had feelings for this man, or?
Yeah, she stumbled
into
into.
Now that's getting personal.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we were in the back seat of the car going heading over to.
She stumbled onto something.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
We had pickles that night.
Sorry, honey. Never mind then. Never mind.
Well, actually, I guess if he was always there and always doing things, and so all of a sudden, I was wanting to come to the States anyway, but of course that's another
It worked
story,
out, really.
because I think France did a lot to me. France was a nightmare to me. Then I lost my father,
Uh-huh.
and I just needed somebody to put their arms around me, or a friend tell me it's going to be okay.
Uh-huh.
And doggone, I had no idea that the man was going to ask me to marry him. I mean, really.
Bullshit. What a flat out lie.
She was putting that on him real good. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was going with one, and before she even had divorce documents on her husband. So what the hell she talking about? Oh, she didn't know.
Oh, Dee.
I don't understand Vernon. Because Vernon could have really had almost any woman he wanted,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
just
could have.
for who he was,
Exactly.
And once again, he wasn't a bad looking guy.
No,
No.
he
And
was
he had a relatively decent personality. He had a good sense of humor, like Elvis too. So what the hell? How the hell did he ever shack up with this trailer
I can
trash?
think of a few things.
He had to have been good.
No,
hell. She was good with the pickle, I think.
Jeez,
Pickle Vernon.
Yep.
it would have had to been covered with gold and rhinestones, because I'm sorry, folks, but if you don't have jack shit between your ears, you ain't getting jack.
Exactly.
He was burying that pickle in the corn patch.
Mhm.
Three corn, maybe that's why Elvis decided to sing three corn patches.
Oh, geez.
So, I mean, if you ever heard a Cinderella story, so, I mean, I left there because
You're
I
no
knew that I
Cinderella.
had to get totally out of Germany. I came back to Virginia, and not knowing if I'd ever see him again or not.
Uh-huh.
But
Oh, that's a damn
I knew
lie.
that's what he said, and so he sure kept his word, he was there. And after I started the divorce, so the rest is history. We've been married,
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoever knew, that you would end up.
Hear you.
Press your mute button. You've got it written on page already. Well done.
Yeah, but she's fit right in, hasn't she?
Oh, yeah.
You're right here, just in case.
To leave your husband to go marry another man because he's got, come on now, more money. It's just Jesus Christmas.
Yeah.
Any woman she says, I wasn't sure if I'd hear from him ever again. Are you really going to take your ass overseas back to America, dump your orphanage if you're not sure? Hell no.
Yeah, well, I want to go back to America anyway. How could you say that?
Yeah, well, it just worked out. I mean, he was there, and
Yeah, he was your ticket to go back to the States. I mean, I couldn't believe she said, even then, I couldn't believe she said it.
She was as calculating as Priscilla.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, she was.
Isn't it?
A whole mess.
Well, it's I almost feel like I say like father, like son. They got kind of pushed into a situation that they.
Yep.
I also like when they say, well, that's a little personal, and then they start answering you.
And then but please let me continue to tell you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're such a nice guy.
He's better looking than Elvis. Wouldn't you marry somebody better looking than Elvis?
I mean, you'd be lining up.
Yeah, line them up.
Me would be at the beginning of the queue.
There's Joe Esposito, the first in line.
Right behind Lamar.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see Joe then.
And you loved him, and you were happy for a while. That's cool.
Oh yeah, I thought naturally, when you step into marriage, and really, you don't think about the things. You're going to have your own home, and soon, you're going to spend a little time at Graceland. So it was just for 9 years he was there, and then he went on the road. So
Yeah. What'd you think of Graceland when you first saw it?
Well, just like anybody else, I guess I was a little bit disappointed in a way, but about the decorations.
Disappointed?
What
the fuck? Disappointed?
Like anyone else, she was disappointed.
Yeah, what the fuck was she expecting? Buckingham Palace?
You see, that's why she wanted to decorate.
Mm-hmm. And that's why she got her ass thrown out.
Well, she comes from nothing. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
She comes from nothing with no home at all. See, she's pissed too.
She doesn't like her either. Go get her.
Just don't bite.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get ill.
She's coming from nothing. She doesn't have a home, and she wanted a home. She just said it. I get a home, and
kids in the orphanage. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll get them in a month or two.
Yeah, she doesn't have a pot to piss in, but like anyone else, she was disappointed by Graceland.
Yeah, no, this is terrible.
I can't stand it.
I didn't really care for her. All that beautiful
furniture. I know.
Yeah, it's like, fuck, who the hell wants to live at Graceland? You got the pick of the country, but why would you want to live at Graceland?
Very disappointing.
Yeah,
listen, if she ever decorated, it would have been hard to choose what was worse, her design or Linda's red. Yeah, there'd have been a jacuzzi in the middle of the freaking dining room.
Mm-hmm.
They put that in their bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you, but I was so scared sleeping in there. God dang it.
She probably would have decorated with a bunch of ceramic roosters all over the place. That's a very. You ever notice? Is it Billy or one of them who got all those ceramic roosters? I think it's Billy. And they're supposed to show you they're Southern, man. That's just the Southern thing.
Yep.
They were big at one time. All the roosters.
Oh yeah, my first mother-in-law. She had all these freaking ceramic roosters everywhere, and it's just like, oh my god, I feel like I'm in a hen house here.
Mm-hmm.
Great aunt had a rooster collection, all those little knickknacks.
My mom still has all hers.
Oh, does she?
Mm-hmm. Keep trying to. Every time I go home, I'm like, "Can we just get rid of this one and get rid of this one?" Then I tell the grandkids to lie to her and tell her that they want it. Mm-hmm. Don't just take it to the thrift store, but just tell her you want it. She'll give it to you.
When I lived in Vernon's room, because of the drugs, a lot of time I'll get up and I'll walk around, not even realize it. And I was scared to death about killing myself inside the jacuzzi. That damn thing was deep.
Very deep.
And
Francis, sorry. I think Elvis knew because Elvis took the call when she called to invite Elvis to coffee, and he declined it and sent Vernon. So I don't think Elvis.
No.
I think that was just a natural order of communication. He was like, "Here, this chick wants to take us out. You go."
Maybe he was hoping his dad would clean it up, but okay, he did.
We're just trying to be polite and kind. Again, very Southern roots, very politeness. This person's offering to show us condolences after we've lost our mother. It's a fan. You don't want to disappoint the fans. And then here she came.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand thinking. I'm trying to figure out why if Vernon knew about the orphanage before he married her, obviously. Or was it after?
Yeah. I mean, she took him to the orphanage when she came back to the States.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I would have said, bitch, get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
You kids like that?
They weren't treated well there.
No, they were treated horrible. But that's what kills me is they never reference that abandonment as children for the reason for their problems. It's Elvis's fault. And if you know anything about child psychology, those years are so formative in your morals and how you process emotion. It's everything.
Absolutely.
But to sit there and blame Elvis and get out of here and grow up.
I mean, she can consider herself fucking lucky that they even spoke to her. Because if something like that had to happen to me, I would fucking write her off my page of life so fast. The pen ink wouldn't have time to dry.
That shouldn't even be legal to drop your kids off. It's babysitting.
She just did it basically to get them out of the way.
Yeah. He said in a later interview she did it to get her situation ironed out.
Oh,
I went through a divorce, and I don't recall ever dropping my kids off anywhere. Like we were in it together.
Yeah, it's
I
baby.
could have never.
She needed a babysitter. That's what she did.
And I don't think she planned on going back to get them.
You know, who can do that?
Yeah. I think a few of them. They've written so many, Natalie. It'd be really hard for me.
So an orphanage in a different country. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she was kind of truthful. She did need to get her situation straightened out.
I know David talks about it as well, and I'm pretty sure Ricky does. I think they all do at some point. They've all written so many books, though, that it's hard to who's what, when, where.
How many has David written?
Jesus Christ. What's his new one? I think he's changed his mind about because he
the original all he had was some kind of weird surviving Elvis.
Surviving Elvis.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Well,
Really?
I'm sure he got a lot of heat for that.
I went on there and shoot his ass, and then somebody came on and behind me and was like, "Oh, just worry about yourself." Well,
fuck you.
Quit trying to be nice to David Stanley of all people.
Yeah, don't worry about me, lady.
Volumes about you.
Now, see, he wouldn't let me interview him. I mean, I've met him.
David wouldn't
talk to him and stuff. And way early in computers, I talked him into coming in, and we did a live chat. And people kind of jumped on him, and I maybe he remembers that. I don't know. I'd love to interview him.
Francis, I think he passed away from liver failure, but I'm not going to speak on. I don't know. I wasn't there, so I don't know exactly. But liver failure, you can walk that backwards and come to your own conclusions about that.
Is that
I even at the age my kids are now, I don't want to be separated from them.
No,
I worry about them, and
constantly.
Even like my son here, he's living in a house right now till he gets fully established in his new job, and then he'll move on. My daughter's moved an hour away, and it's just kind of hard, that separation. But she texts and calls me all the time, so that's and my son comes up when he feels like
it never changes.
Can I borrow your screwdriver? How you doing? Hey, happy Father's Day. I'm sorry I missed it. When was it?
That's boys.
I'm just kidding. He wasn't like that. He's a good kid. He had his first ride along last night.
Ooh,
with the cop.
How'd it go?
Oh, he says, the guy he was with says, man, I love giving tickets for no insurance. I just love it. And so I guess it was only like a 3 or 4 hour ride with him. And he said during that time, they pulled over 5 people. And the guy said it was all 3. He says, man, you were my lucky guy, my lucky charm today. I got 5 tickets. He's going to be a good cop. Man. He's so excited. I'm proud of that boy.
And I didn't come in there to change Elvis Presley's life
right.
or criticize his mother or whoever decorated the house, So
that had to be hard for you to step into those shoes.
Yeah, it was very difficult. It was a very difficult situation. It was difficult. Yeah. I could understand Elvis. I could understand every one of them thinking that the motives I might have had.
Mm-hmm.
And it took a lot of years, and I knew that it would take time for me to know if I was going to like Elvis, and for Elvis to like, because I wasn't.
You all right, Jim?
It's so entertaining. It's so entertaining.
It took time for her to know if she was going to like Elvis, but she wanted to go to coffee with it, have coffee with him. And I don't know how things work in America, but the way I grew up, you don't phone any person of the opposite sex to go and organize a date because, and then come back later and go, I don't know. Do I actually like? Hell no.
This person, yeah.
Yeah, geez, how stupid is this woman?
Yeah, she decides after her and Victor are married.
Whether she likes Elvis or not.
Well, when she's living in Elvis's home, she's deciding if she likes him. Yeah.
It's like only the most famous entertainer in the world is my stepson. but I don't know if I like him.
I
You
would-
know, these millions of other people the world over, and these people that flock to his shows and pass out, and they must all be crazy.
Wow.
Come on.
I would have loved to have been there when she told him, "I'm leaving you for Vernon Presley." Could you imagine being a fly on the wall?
Jeez,
for that?
yeah.
I think their dad was paid a little something, something.
I do too. Yeah.
He was paid some money, and I think a car maybe, something. Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, the car,
He gladly took it.
yeah, it was worth it with the car. I mean,
Well, wouldn't you? I would be
The car it
fucking.
was, yeah.
I would have given her away for free. I
But
would have
That,
said,
that works for some first cousins too.
Yeah.
oh, jeez.
But to give up your children,
And
yeah,
you
that's
know,
the spirit.
that's the I never do that. Or
I
I
always give
totally
everything
never
now.
hear about that. It's just like, are you?
Yeah.
When you guys said that, I'm just like, I still go through my head of somebody dropping their kids off, saying, and not even thinking, when am I going to come back, or maybe even thinking, bye, I'll never see you again. You don't know what was going through her mind at the time, and what her as far as the kids. Well, I think, just considering what I've heard so far, I don't think she had any intention of going back to get them.
I don't think she did either.
Yeah,
No.
she told him that she would. Doesn't mean that she would.
But she never, were they there 18 months, I think?
Yeah.
And never came to visit them once.
That's a long time for a kid for age, man.
Mhm.
There's so much influence that can be done on them for just all different things, you know. And you're in an orphanage in a different country. I think I said that earlier.
Yeah.
And were they familiar with the language? I don't know. There may have been some, but oh my God,
And the staff there
makes me sick.
wasn't nurturing to them or kind or anything like that.
Now that would be a good interview to talk to them about their stay there.
Hmm.
You know, that would be interesting to hear, and what they thought about them.
I agree with that. That would be something I think. I know I said earlier that I wouldn't want anything to do with them, but I think that point, just say, this is only a conversation about that. I don't want to go anywhere else.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about that. I want to understand what happened to you. And I'll approach it in a way that tell me what was. I would approach it as I'm feeling sorry for him, showing some empathy or some sympathy towards him. You know what you went through. I want to hear.
That's why
I think it's it's not an attack on anybody. I just want to hear it. And
Just
yeah,
an understanding of that time. And maybe it will make them connect. I don't think they connect that to what their issues were later in life.
Yeah.
It was just Elvis's fault.
they need somebody sweet to do it. So that would,
That's you.
would
I'm going through a current push and pull dynamic internally within myself right now, because as much as I'm trying not to, I have a small amount of empathy for these guys,
I have
because
this much.
yes, it's about as big as a grain of sugar, but I'm doing exactly the same thing. I'm like, fuck, what
yeah.
if I'd been thrown out into a different country
Yeah.
and just been left there like a ball of trash? No wonder they ended up going to drugs and all other crazy shit.
You know, this kind of teaches me a lesson right now in the aspect of don't ever say never. You know, I said at the beginning of this, I said I don't want anything to do with him. I don't want to interview him. I don't want to know anything about him. But you know, here we are, an hour into the show, and I'm sitting here thinking I've heard stuff about him. So my stubbornness is saying I don't want to read anything about him. I don't want to know. I would love to know that part of their life.
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
I'm with Rick on that one. I would go, you know what? Yes, we all know that you Elvis's family, etc. But let's put that to the side. Talk about how your formative years, when your
Mhm.
mother first started, how did that impact you, and how did that? Yes,
And essentially being abandoned by both parents eventually, at different points. Their
yes,
mother and then their father.
What age range were they?
they were young.
They were like 3 to 6. I mean, they were freaking little.
So when they came out,
Oh, jeez.
they went in there with one father.
Hmm.
Yeah,
They came out with a new father.
Yeah,
Yes.
Vernon and Dee went and picked them up and was like, here, we're going to your new house. And they pull into Graceland.
it kills me to think that those babies were there, and they wake up the next day and says, "Is my mommy here?" Just to think about it.
It's hard. Yeah.
And I think that's why Elvis was so good to them when, 3 of everything in the yard. And it had to, knowing Elvis's heart, it had to have broke his freaking heart to think about somebody's children just being left like that.
Yeah, I'm sick to my stomach. That just it makes me hate Dee even more, and it allows me the ability to be able to at least have some sympathy for the boys.
But then I go back to, then why do you blame Elvis for everything wrong in your life?
Yeah.
Well,
then I hate him again.
Would you feel?
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm with you. I think it's no different than how I feel about them after that point. Whatever happened, but then that part would have some kind of effect on them through life. But it'd be interesting to talk to them and try to figure out how much of that did it influence certain things. But at that age, if they went there that early, then I would say their whole life changed, and that was history to them.
Well, if you
I don't know. It's just
if you learn things, if somebody did interview them, and you learned stories about them while they were there, would it change your mind about them now at all?
Say that again, Joe. I'm sorry.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm trying to compute it. So if we would have heard this,
the stories that what happened to them at the orphanage,
right
now, does that change your the way you feel about them at all? Because
no.
No, and I'll tell you why. Because, not to play the violin, but I was brought up in a very violent, horrific home.
I'm sorry.
And I don't buy that shit of you blame somebody else for your shit.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I mean, it made me awesome, so I don't regret it. Like, I've been through therapy and all of that, and I wouldn't change a thing. It made me a great mother.
What does it do? You make you stronger.
It makes you stronger, and I'm really have a great dark sense of humor because of it. So, I mean, what's the loss? But I just don't think you grow up and you continue to blame.
Yeah.
Once you're an adult and you create your own family and you are out from under the umbrella of that stuff, it's up to you what you do with it.
Well, that's when you get a serial killer and they go back and look at the way they were raised.
Right. But then Ted Bundy says nothing was wrong in his upbringing.
Yeah, well, that's true.
He had a great upbringing. Yeah. Can't tell you why. Just did it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's just there are some out there that didn't have that kind of history.
I love you too, Amy.
Like this one that I saw a news report of, or maybe it was a documentary about this young nurse that was mercy killing kids.
Yeah.
What's her background? It could be just like Ted Bundy. She grew up fine, but she just had that abnormality, that short circuit in her brain that made her do that kind of shit.
Here, we'll do it to you.
It's like I'm with Amy on this one in terms of speaking from my own experience naturally too. It's like, yes, I do have empathy for the guys, but it's like Amy says, if you are clever enough to still play the victim role and swing like a pendulum in between the two whenever you need it or whenever the situation dictates it, if you can swing back into that pendulum side and say, oh no, but I'm the victim because of how I grew up, then no, you fucking way cleverer than that. And that tells me that you have the knowledge to know that, okay, this is right and this is wrong. And in that instance, no, then I go back. Then the dark empath comes back and say, no, fuck you. I don't feel sorry for you no more, because you had the mental capability to know that the way you grew up was wrong, but you have the power and the ability to change it. But the difference is you don't want to, because it's not going to serve you further.
Or you're so comfortable living with that identity of that part of your life. Like, I look back on it now and it's like it happened to a different person. I can't relate to that.
Yeah.
People like to hang on to that,
Yeah. And if you can do that, then no, sorry, I don't feel sorry for you guys.
Yeah.
Question, Joe?
We missed some questions.
Oh, we missed. Oh, sorry. We're just rattling on.
And that was a deep conversation, so we kind of missed them.
We're having a therapy session.
Yeah. Well, my parents were absolutely wonderful.
That's awesome.
The only problem is because of my disabilities, I was kind of kept back from things.
Mm.
They're going to go to some big store, new store, and I wasn't allowed to. And my brothers went with some guy, someplace. They were going to go someplace and party, and I was told no because of my problems, and that killed me. Absolutely killed me. But other than that, my parents were wonderful.
Yeah,
Do you think they feel like they were protecting you versus holding you back?
Oh, I think it was protecting me.
Probably both. Yeah.
It was holding me back.
But to you, how it felt in that moment was like, I can't go because,
It's like my wife now won't let me go fishing. And she, there's other stuff she just won't let me do. And again, she's trying to protect me, but the protection is hurting me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Question.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what more the bitch has to say.
Okay. That's over Elvis, and because Elvis wasn't the center of my life, I was considering him, and did not
I need
demand
new
that we buy
buttons.
the house
I need
right
new
away,
sound effects.
So pretty soon it just got evened off, and then Elvis was very sensitive to my feelings because Elvis could detect that I wanted to move out, But I thought maybe he'd marry Nita, and so that's the way it was. If I'd rushed right back and we got to have our own home and been demanding, it wouldn't have been a good thing.
I have an old newspaper clipping, and it says on the bottom of it says, "Who's that girl?" And it's a picture of you. Have you ever seen it? You're like peeking around like a corner or something, and
oh, when we're pulling in on train, I've got that. Who's the blonde?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But just the one I have, it says, "Who's that girl?"
Yeah, you're right, Satney.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, is it from the train?
I think it is.
Yeah, I've got that. Yeah, that was I was a lot of mystery, and my brother saw my face at night. It went out everywhere,
Yeah.
Yeah, so he knew it was me.
Did you find it hard to just have to get away from the guys and to get away from the Elvis thing and just have you and Vernon just to kind of be yourselves? And
well, I was always myself. That's one thing that Elvis, now if Vernon and him he had to go every night for when he was there. Most of
Amy said, "Don't touch the drapes, heifer." Yeah.
Night and for some kind of conference or some kind of business meeting. But see, I didn't go. I was in my own home. When I got my own home, a lot of times I wasn't at Graceland. And
her own home.
I didn't go to Graceland a lot. I would go, and everybody wondered why I wasn't there every night. And I think Elvis later on realized, so he'd come walking over to our house or drive over there, But my life consisted of something else, We did live different lifestyles, and Elvis knew that. He knew that I was very involved in the church.
Yeah, in the church.
In the church, no less.
Mine, and that
she was singing different hallelujahs.
Interfered with that. And the quiet life I tried to
Lord.
maintain and did maintain. So, see, that's the way. That's the way.
Bullshit.
That I lived.
Swing down, sweet cherry.
Stop it.
And then when he interfered and took my boys in, of course, I was very upset about that.
And you worried about them going on tour?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because stepping into a world that was totally unheard of to me, I mean, all this, all the drugs and everything.
Yeah, no, Mama would worry.
Of course, I mean, they're trying to keep it from me, but, I mean, they had college ahead of them, and they had the church, and
they did good that way, didn't they?
They was taking every Sunday morning, and the limo, It didn't work out that way, It certainly didn't work out that way.
No. Hey, I wanted to.
Hello.
Yes, hi. Is Dee there?
Different.
Hi, Dee. This is Joe KRIEN, Mackie Hargett's friend. Do you have a second?
Oh yeah.
Dee,
Yeah.
Dee, I was just talking to some other Elvis fans, and they were saying something about, the home that you lived in to the side of Graceland. It was a Dolan.
Yeah, the house that we lived in.
Yeah. Was that a gift
That.
Oh no, talking about a gift.
Oh, okay.
from Elvis to you and Vernon?
Oh heavens, no, no, no. When we purchased first, no, it wasn't a gift. We bought a home in the Hickory Hills division, Cape Cod home. But in the meantime, I saw that was our first home, and that was, I think, Elvis helped on that one. But then we saw one I liked better, contemporary, on the same street. It was on Acacia and Hermitage Drive, and so that was our first home. And so the next home was that subdivision was being built there, and due to the fact that it connected with the property, and Elvis would have easy access to come right through the pasture, and all the privacy. Then we purchased that home. Vernon purchased that home.
Did Elvis come down to the house a lot, or?
Oh yeah, he could even drive through. He could walk through. I mean, there was no problem because there was a gate there. And he was.
Did you get bumped off, or you just leave?
Him. So yeah, he was there.
Somebody was knocking on my door
And
like
then Vernon would be able to.
Oh, really?
It was a door-to-door like salesperson. Shoot.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry.
You selling vacuums?
Yeah. Selling pickles.
Selling Bibles. Yeah.
Go up the back way too without any problem.
Yeah, we could walk right over to the office or whatever through the path.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
When I stayed there, when I was a guest there, I had told you that before. They also said that the boys would play out in the backyard in that little building, the pool building.
Oh yeah, they played everywhere. In fact, when he bought their first Hondas, they had plenty of space. The 14 acres there, and all the little animals around there. When the boys came, they were quite small, and they had quite a few little ponies and different things, So yeah.
Well, they also said that when they
that place, the pool house, was much too small.
Yeah.
Anybody could go in there and play. I mean, a drum set, maybe a guitar, and
You talking about the one behind Dolan?
yeah, that's what she's talking.
It's like a freaking shed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. There's no way.
Elvis would come down and play too. So
Oh,
Yeah, he would jam with them.
I believe he went down there and visited.
Yeah, I mean, Lisa says in her book, Elvis would get her and they go in the golf cart and go visit Vernon.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was playing in the garage band or anything.
If people don't know this, listening, there was a little gate on the back of the fence, which would slide over, and Vernon would drive up and down. So that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
older, they had like their own little band, and they would practice in that little.
Oh well, no. We added a pool.
Ooh, that's a good question.
$250,000.
how much?
$250,000 in '78, I think.
And that was 78. I guess I got to get my little calculator out here.
Yeah.
That was a shitload of money back then.
Our home in Dolan, we put in. Vernon had a big pool put in, so then we purchased a real big house there.
Okay.
And assembled it. They put it together and put it on box, of course. And
It's a lot of money.
1.3 million.
Yep.
To that.
Vernon had the pool put in Dolan? No, lady, he didn't. Elvis did that.
Mm-hmm.
Did he?
Yeah.
From August of '77 to January of '78, Vernon himself received $555,000. That's not the Elvis Presley estate. So I've often wondered why his take was so padded, and I think it was they were sliding him some extra money to get her gone.
Oh, jeez.
Who's they?
The Colonel's was given more. Because it would all come from the Colonel, and either a check go to Vernon or the Elvis Presley estate. So I have the ledgers from all that.
Wow.
And that first 6 months, a lot of money went to Vernon.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Elvis paid all of it. Yeah, Vernon wasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he was making $35,000 a year to be executor of Elvis's will, his estate, but that was coming from Lisa's money.
And her boys were old enough to be doing something on their own. That was all her money.
Yeah, it was. Oh, yeah, it was all her money.
So equivalent of $1.3 million. I think I could do pretty well.
I'd do fine, and she died broke. So that says a lot.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
As far as I know, when they did buy the house, Alice paid for a lot of the reparations on the house because of the fact that it was right on the back end of Graceland, and Daddy would be close by.
He had it built, didn't he?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Was the first one.
I feel like I heard that too. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my understanding too.
Yeah.
That's what. This woman is just something else.
Yeah, she's a piece. And Vernon ended up keeping the Dolan house, so I think that's probably why she got the lump that she got, because he kept the property.
You can see in some pictures that there's nothing in back of Graceland. It was all empty.
Like in the backyard area?
Yeah. To see if there was a house there. What I can see was all empty. There was nothing there at all.
There used to be a house.
Oh, not Vernon's.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Musical instruments, because Elvis had purchased their musical instruments, for them. That was, they were teenagers then,
Oh, that was cool. They also said that the boys were quite daredevils, that they would jump from the second floor into the pool.
Pardon?
They said that the boys would jump from the second floor.
We're only a third of the way into
this.
this.
The pool from that second floor?
One of them said that to me. Yeah.
That pool wasn't deep enough.
But
Hell no.
Look how
what's wrong with them.
Look how far away a deck would have been. That was freaking huge. I thought, how did they do that? You jump over the banister into the pool. How do you do that?
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, I don't remember which one said something.
Maybe there's some head trauma there, and that explains a lot. I don't know.
They hit the bottom of the pool a few times.
Deep as most pool. I remember it.
Sorry, guys. This is my dog's sense of humor.
I would think you would learn after the first time.
Yeah.
When I was there, it wasn't a shallow pool. At least to me, I didn't think it was.
But it wasn't like a 12-footer either, though.
No.
Yeah, 3 foot. A 3 foot. If it was 3 foot, that could do some damage to it. Hey, Ricky, come here. Jump in the pool. Just dive in. It's really cool. What?
Do it head first.
Oh my God.
Sorry, guys. Just my dog empathic humor coming through.
We had him come in the ER doing shit like that. Yeah.
Why is his head turned that way?
Can we turn it back?
Yeah.
Why does he have a hard on?
Why is that thing stuck up his? Oh.
Why did she have the car done?
Oh. Why does he have a big?
Hold on.
A lot of
again now.
There's a lot going on right now. There's a head trauma.
Yeah, I was going to ask the same thing. Did I hear right?
Well, some of them do. They come in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They do.
Yep. A lot of I slipped and fell on this. Yeah, sure you did, baby.
I slipped, I stumbled, I fell.
All right. Did you guys hear me say we're only 1/3 of the way through this interview?
I think talking in between just.
I think this is a two-parter, guys.
Definitely.
There was a deck up on the second.
We'll get to 30 minutes.
Well, they might have after I had the deck. See, when we purchased that house, I did a lot to it after Vernon started traveling. I had a deck, and I had all the, I had the whole house redone,
She's going to be talking about hermitage. And who paid for it?
Yeah, they could,
Yeah, see, I have some photos that was given to me by Jenny LeMay Dumas, and she took some photos of you in your house, and I have pictures of you at that house, and you had like the tap.
As it did sell,
Right. Well, trash sells.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
I tell you, when when I stayed there and slept in that room, I mean, I was, because I am a sleepwalker, and I was a little afraid of taking a trip into that.
Yeah. Oh, how about that? Well, that bathroom there, I had the sun lamp put in the ceiling. That was also, I had that all redone, and all of that. But it was kept up when I was here.
Master decorator.
But it took a while to do that job.
Yeah, they're slowly
Elvis should have
bringing
asked
it
her
back
to do Graceland.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, and Donna should have took it over.
Her and Linda could have collaborated on the feathers and the fur. Yeah.
She gets a new house and she does it over.
She didn't like it, so she redid it. Yeah.
It's former Grace's now. They are whoever owns it now, I guess. And they're fixing it up now.
They are.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
That they're trying to get it.
Well, they should. They should take care of it.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, since it wasn't the house that was a gift, what did Elvis gift to you and Vernon?
Which one?
Well, when you got married, did Elvis gift you anything, or?
Oh no, the thing that he gave us was a trip to Hawaii.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's a nice gift.
We didn't go on a honeymoon.
Yeah, hoping she would stay there.
We did go on a honeymoon. It was just not a real big one. We were in Panama City. And then later on, when he went to, well, of course he would have done it probably anyway, but because we went to Hawaii several times with him. But I call that quite a nice gift, a trip to Hawaii, all expense paid.
Yeah, there you go. I always wanted to go. Now, didn't Jeannie LeMay Dumas go on a trip with you too?
Did he?
No, Jeannie, Jeannie LeMay Dumas?
Oh, yeah. That was later on in years. Yeah, Jeannie went down to San Juan with Linda.
That's the woman that can't shut up, isn't it?
Oh.
San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Did you do a lot of, did you go see a lot of the concerts and stuff? I mean, I won't keep you long, but...
Well, I saw enough, But see, I would go to Vegas quite frequently or go to Hawaii.
Oh, God.
Sometimes on tour. But I did not fly on the tour plane ever where touring with him. No, because that was, well, actually, that was work. That was a job,
Was it? Yeah.
I would think so. Moving out and all that. Yeah. So anytime I chose to fly to Vegas, or if I wanted to fly to Los Angeles, or yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't stay out there a month. The longest I ever stayed one time was close to a month, and I was really ready to get back to Memphis because I had other, quite a few interests, of course.
Yeah.
In Memphis.
Do you mind if I ask you, how did you find out? I mean, you don't have to tell me, but how did you find out that Elvis had passed away?
How did I find out?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
She's gonna lie.
Yeah,
right off the bat. Right off the bat, she goes. She repeated the question.
That too, yeah.
Yeah.
To buy some time.
A manager, called. Of course, I had been out sunbathing. I knew they was ready to leave, and of course, I thought something terrible that there'd been a mistake, that it was Vernon. Make a long story short, she called me up and said, "Have you heard the news?" And I knew that there was many rumors going around then about Elvis and drugs and ginger and all the things, and I said no, and was almost sarcastic about it. And she said, "Well, Elvis is dead. Elvis died." Well, I just kept saying, no, there's something wrong, and she could see that I did not know, that I was in total shock almost. So she said, "Well, he's been taken to the hospital." Well, in the meantime, of course, nobody could get through the phones, anybody. So pretty soon David called me. He got through to me and told me that I needed to go to Graceland right away, see about Vernon, and told me the news. Yeah, but in the meantime, flashed across the screen, the news was released,
Oh, you must have been devastated.
Yeah, I was, and I was really concerned about Vernon because, with his condition, So,
have you all seen the interview she gave shortly after? She's in this sexy black dress, like slit down, and yeah, she was real concerned.
Yeah. Classic image of a stepmother grieving.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah, and the boys must have been. I mean,
oh, we can't even touch that. Even I mean, it's been years later. Sometimes I mean, the scars are still there. So, and that's seeing him dead is just something they'll probably never get over.
Yeah, I bet. So how you been? Okay.
Not really.
What's the matter, hon?
Got cold.
I have bronchitis.
Her bronchitis. Yeah.
I cannot get rid
From
of
talking
it.
shit.
Of course, you know,
Is this the end of it, or do we do
We're at the almost at the halfway point.
halfway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
It's an hour and 5 minutes. We're at 20.
Bronchitis. She was a hoochie and a floozy. That's right.
she had it for quite a while. She did.
She wanted you to feel sorry for her.
This flood down here in Nashville, of course, it didn't bother me, but I mean we've lost a lot of trade, you know, and a lot of homes has been lost, and so it's just been devastation here, you know. And we lost a few people, so that's
Joe's acting like
you gotta take care of yourself.
Yeah. So that's what
She really thinks you're calling
All
her.
right,
Like,
I'll let you go. I'm sorry I bothered you. Just I wanted to ask you that. I was talking to some people, and I said I know who to ask. So,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, hon.
Well,
thank you, and you have a nice day.
All right, bye-bye.
So that could be.
I'll try to get a picture of you when I get to feeling better.
Okay, I know.
You want to go another half hour, but I don't think the half hour is going to go for a half hour.
Look at that picture. Vernon and Elvis look like hostages, and he's just grinning like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did she get anything after she left Vernon? I mean, did she get anything at all? Money?
You mean from Vernon and all that, or?
Yeah.
No, Vernon willed all of his personal effects to Sandy Miller.
Oh.
Look at Elvis's facial expression.
He does not.
He's pissed at something.
That's not the first time either. He did that when she was in a picture.
Yeah, look at that face. It's not.
He is pissed as hell on with something or someone.
He couldn't freaking stand her.
And look at her.
I'm rich.
Mm-hmm.
Well, were they rich?
Well, Elvis was rich.
Yeah, but were they rich, or they were just constantly just living off of Elvis? What do you think?
I think they were well off, but I don't think they were rich like Elvis.
I could go back and find out what Vernon was getting paid every week.
Yeah.
Well, you know, there were gifts, and I mean, I see some conversation going back and forth about something with Elvis supporting these people, and yeah, he didn't have to. Somebody said nobody twisted his arm to be generous. Well, of course not. But that doesn't mean you have the right to, after he dies, trash him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, and I don't care who it is. You don't have the right to do that.
I don't know how she could do that. What she said, I don't know. When I first heard it, I was floored. Absolutely floored. Yeah.
It's like now I'm sitting here going, she's sitting there talking all this bullshit to Joe after she went on national TV and fucking totally obliterated everything related to Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
And then she sits there on an interview with Joe and she doesn't even make any mention or show any regret in any form.
No.
It's like, oh no, she didn't do that. It's like, what the fuck?
That was off interview. She said that with one of the calls, like real late at night. That's when I asked her, and that's like I said to you, I wish my tape recorder was going, but she apologized. She apologized because I said, "Why did you do that? Why did you do that?" And she apologized. Yeah, I know the publisher had me do it. I didn't want to do it, but they had
bullshit.
There's no way the publisher offered up that story. Hey, Dee, it'd be a great idea. If said XYZ. There's no freaking way.
Okay, she didn't want to do it. Here's the question. When we look at that interview, she's sitting there on her Aldo stage. JD goes at her straight up, head to head, and he says, "You talking through your ass."
Mm-hmm.
And she more than once went back at JD and said, "No, that's the truth. Either directly verbally or body language, or she inferred it. Not
Mm-hmm.
once, even then, did she show regret to say, no, that's a bullshit story. Not
Yeah.
once.
She
You
kind of had a smirk on her face the whole time, like she was getting back at.
you
Yeah.
get paid. You get paid doing it. She got paid
Mm-hmm.
to do that.
Jeez.
I was at Ricky Lake and I got paid.
Yeah. I mean, I think she got paid for the Enquirer. They never published the book, but I think the Enquirer paid her for like the stories that they put in it. Because I remember going through all the checkouts and turning those around so people could read them when I was little.
Hmm.
That's one thing I couldn't get out of my mind was that.
Yeah, it's
You know,
awful.
I started to feel sorry for her in that, and again, she was really lonely, and that bothers me. But that's one thing I did not ever forget while I was doing it, that she did that.
Mm.
Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to catch up on a couple of conversations while you guys were talking.
What a
I get
what a
behind.
what a worm.
What a
She's like,
sweet,
Jesus.
what a sweet lady.
So Posita was there as well, not to mention, does it say Janet McComb? Janelle McComb? I need,
Yeah.
I need new glasses, for the love of God.
Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Elvis had Vernon had Elvis supporting his wife and 3 kids, and Elvis did it for Vernon, but that doesn't change the fact that financial responsibility was on Elvis.
Right.
Exactly.
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 I just want to say something real quick. Let's in the chat. Let's just make sure we're keeping everything civil and I don't see anything really getting out of hand. But I just in the conversations, just remember everybody's got their own opinion.
We've all got different
Yeah,
viewpoints based
yeah,
on information we have acquired throughout our journey.
yeah. I'm proud of this. I'm proud of what we have, and I just every once in a while, and topics like this, it will get out of it. I don't want to say out of hand, but it will get a little
Spicy.
more. Go ahead, Amy. I can't
Spicy.
think of the proper word.
Spicy.
A little spicy sometimes.
Yeah, a little spicy,
Yeah,
and that's fine. But just make sure that we all end it all with just we all agree to disagree
Yeah.
because you all guys are like I said, we love doing this with you, not just for you, but you guys are.
Collective.
I don't know what you guys think, but I don't think I've ever seen any other channel that has as much of interaction with their people in the chat as we try to do. That maybe read off comments, but I like to show them. I like to interact with you guys, even if it's just through a bunch of letters.
talk like me. I don't care what I say. We talk street. You do it too. Damn, just
Yeah,
terrible.
I do it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we do.
definitely. I want to know what Amy.
Kind of like the beauty of this, though, is what I think about what.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to find out about that conversation because I'm curious what it was about.
Are we back to Vernon and bringing the boys in? Is that because it's going really fast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I kind of said in the beginning. I think it was poor taste. It was bad judgment, and just I mean, if we're going to get on this thing of that was Elvis's father, so we can't say it. Yes, we can because everybody's human. So we can point out Elvis's faults ad nauseum. We can point out other people's faults in Elvis's life. That's just my opinion.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So I think it was poor taste with the situation Elvis was dealing with. Again, nobody ever thought about the pressure Elvis had to be Elvis. So he's coming home from the Army. He's not sure about his career. He's scared to freaking death, I'm sure, but he's not going to say it because everything has changed. He's lost his mother. He's back at Graceland for the first time without her. And then impressed upon him is a woman and 3 children that are living in that house.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That is not great taste.
Yeah. There's no need for apologies from anybody if you're apologizing for what I brought up. I do it every once in a while. I bring it up when we get into conversations like this, especially like when we were doing Priscilla and even in some of the Donna. I really want to I want to watch it because there's such a difference in opinion on those subjects with people and you get into it, and I love watching the back and forth as long as it's all civil because I learn from that stuff.
Oh yeah, we learned stuff. Like I didn't know Vernon made $75,000 a year working
That's
for
freaking
Elvis.
incredible. What is that today? Somebody looked it up.
Probably 250.
$350,000 a year
Yeah.
today. I would take that in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
I would take it for a 2-year salary. Jesus, man.
No, see, Kat, I don't think he demanded, but it was like, who else was going to do it? Respectfully.
It was indirectly inferred.
It wasn't even, the part that it wasn't even thought about is my problem, right?
Yes.
Vernon wasn't saying, "Here's these 3 kids, ND, and you will pay." It's the fact it was just assumed.
Yes.
It was
Yeah,
assumed.
everybody's telling me hit the disclaimer, so I'm going to go ahead and hit it. This is an emergency break.
This is all for entertainment purposes only. Our comments are our opinions only. We make no the fact.
I think we have to put.
There we go.
It's like, yeah, Vernon did it. His stance on it was, oh well, it's Elvis. Elvis loves me. He'll do it for me to keep me happy.
Yeah.
I don't even think maybe it was thought that much. It was just, oh well,
No.
I live here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to marry this lady, and then she's also got these kids. Well, we'll just all shack up in here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
C-Cat says, I don't think Vernon drug a wife. Okay.
Not drugged her.
Yeah. I
physically, like caveman drugger. Yeah.
Yeah, drugged a wife and 3 kids, demanding or thinking Elvis should or would support him. I kind of agree in one aspect. I don't think Vernon did it, but I'm sure as hell DEE sure expected it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Vernon, I can't picture Vernon having that kind of an attitude with Elvis. I agree with you on that. But I think on the other half of that marriage, that was her full intention. I mean, the day that she asked Elvis for coffee.
Exactly. She had her sights set. Should Vernon have married and never gone back to Graceland, marry and disappear into the night? Well, that's a swing in the other way.
Germany is an absolutely beautiful country, but boy, it sure did fuck up a couple of relationships.
It really did. Yeah, I don't think Vernon should have never gone back to Graceland. No one's saying that.
And they weren't German, so I just want to make
Yeah.
sure that I'm not insulting them because I love Germany. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, you think there's a little Vernon and DEE contention, but you'll have it.
I don't know if I have a rooster sound handy. I've got a bunch of other shit here, but I got I got the fly, and I got Spicoli.
All I need are some tasty waves, cool buzz, and I'm fine.
Yes.
Melissa says, who do you think paid for DEE and her kids' clothes, foods, and cars?
They were living in Graceland.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I mean, we all know Elvis, and rightly so, because he sussed her out right at the beginning. And unfortunately, empathic people have that quote unquote cursed ability. You walk into a room and we can have 3 minutes of conversation and we know exactly what side of the fence you're sitting on, what your intentions are. And Elvis knew that from the get-go. And I think when he finally realized that his father was going to marry this piece of trash, he must have been he must have been infuriated.
Yeah. That's soon too. I mean, I can understand even the aspect of so freaking soon, you know.
Yeah, over and above the fact that he just lost his mother,
Yeah.
over and above that, even more so, because he must have known, well, fuck, here it comes, another fucking bunch of hangers on that I have to take care of.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think at all Elvis wanted his father to be happy?
Of course.
I don't doubt that for a second, Joe, but I just think Elvis had an issue, number one, with how his father did it in terms of how quickly after his mother, his father didn't take Elvis into account when they started, call it a relationship. I'll try and be respectful, although we know it was not really intended that way at first, probably. But his father at least could have, in some way, considered Elvis's stance and his feelings and said, no, hang on. I don't have an issue that we're going into a relationship. That's fine. But let's keep it a little bit under the radar until Elvis has recovered a little bit more emotionally,
Right.
and we kind of ease him into it. I will talk to him about it and make sure that my intentions with him are good and explain to him where I'm coming from and all the rest of it. He never did that. It was a case of, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to do. Oh, and by the way, you have to finance it too for me.
Yeah.
And I can understand why Elvis felt the way he did, because number one, he saw the woman for what she was. Number two, Elvis saw it from the perspective that his father was married to his mother for so long, but yet after everything they went through, his father didn't even consider the fact after that it's going to affect him emotionally, mentally, physically, all the rest of it. His father still decided, well, fuck you, I'm going to do with it, and you deal with it. And that was Elvis's issue with regard to it. He felt that his father didn't respect the institution of their marriage, even though it was no longer there. He didn't respect it from the emotional perspective from which Elvis did. And that was the issue, in my opinion.
And I think he didn't respect Dee was married.
No,
exactly. Yes.
It's almost, I almost feel like that whole deal, Elvis never had a chance.
No.
There was, from that point forward between Priscilla and Dee
and the Colonel.
And the Colonel, his life was set. That was the way it was going to be unless he stepped back and said, fuck, you're out of here. I don't get kicked off. You're out of here. Go get a job. You are not my manager anymore. Right on down the line, and it's just a shame that that the thing that we love about him the most also hurt him a lot.
How many years was there between her death and their marriage, Amy, or anybody?
Did he die in the 90s?
Oh no, you mean the marriage between?
Are we talking about Gladys and?
Yeah.
What, a year?
A year and a half.
Year or two, year and a half.
Yeah. What the hell is that all about?
Yeah, right.
Was there any love between Vernon and Gladys? I mean, a year?
You know what? It's really, no offense, but I see it in older men. It's really common in men to get remarried a lot quicker after a spouse dies.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that is. And then women tend to stay single. So I don't know. I think she really put the moves on him. I think she was determined to get into that family. And if she couldn't get Elvis, she was going to get the next thing she could get her hands on.
Yeah, I think on that point what you said, Amy, like it is in the South. It's like that, or it was like that, where once they're divorced, they remarry, and I think it has to do with the culture they were brought up, and the fact that the men depended upon a wife to take care of him, depending on the food and the clothes, everything. They depended on that. So when they get divorced or widowed, one or the other, immediately their whole life is changed, and they're not able to take care of themselves because they've had somebody else do it.
They've had somebody else to do it. And I think, Gladys and Vernon and Elvis were such this such this bonded three, a unit of three. And, when she passed away, I don't care how old you are, your mother's your mother, your father's your father. And I don't care if Elvis was an adult. He absolutely, it is ignorant to say he would not have had feelings about his mother in his eyes being replaced so easily.
Exactly.
It's interesting to me. People love to say Elvis was human when they discuss things salacious about him. When we talk about the emotions about things about Elvis, here I go. We can't do that. Oh, Elvis should have been fine about it. He shouldn't have had any feelings about that. He was a human being. And that had to kill him to see that. Plus, she comes in and starts changing the drapes immediately.
Yeah.
And he tells her to get out. Here's your house on Hermitage. Go live in it and don't come back.
Year of the divorce was what?
78. For Vernon and Dee?
Yeah.
78, I think.
78. It was 78.
I love how she says, and I know this was in later years, she didn't like the way that Graceland was, the decorations and that.
Yeah, she said that earlier in the interview, didn't she?
If you look at old pictures, the pictures I have with her, the sunroom. You remember the sunroom?
Yeah.
If you look at these pictures, the ceiling is all done the same way that the ballroom was done.
Yep. It's very Graceland inspired. Yes.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
it's a nice picture, actually.
Yeah, it's a really cool picture. But yeah, you can see the hints of Graceland.
You know the one I'm talking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they were separated in 74.
Yeah, it went back and forth for a long time.
Huh? Really?
And Elvis, I think, actually tried to offer her 10 grand before he passed away to just get it over with, like shit her get off the pot, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know if she was doing it because he was engaged to Sandy Miller and she was trying to, so they couldn't get married. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, like, you know, being petty.
She sounds like the kind of person that would spite him in that sense. Like, okay, the relationships now come to an end.
Yeah.
Vernon or whoever person X is now stopped the gravy train, and she was like, "No, fuck you. You're gonna suffer, but you're gonna suffer, boy. I gave up my life in Germany. I brought my kids. I had to change my whole entire life. And now you kick me out and tell me, fuck you, it's over? No, fuck you, bro. We're going to hang out until I'm done hanging out.
Yep. You think you're going to marry your new girl? Nah.
There was this statement to you, Amy. Ben Gagello. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's Gagello.
You know, Amy, I forgot about that. Vernon messed with a married woman. I wonder if he thought it as a fling and Dee pulled some shit to snag him.
Well, the cool thing about that also, too, the deeper part is he was actually friends for a time with her husband. He would do things with her husband.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I like to joke about Elvis, but I mean, yeah.
That's a lot. That says a lot about Vernon.
And like I said, potentially, you know, he was in the service as well. Elvis is over there, highly publicized in the service. I'm sorry, that's reckless.
Yeah.
That's reckless.
If I remember correctly, this guy used to go over there to the house and have conversations with Vernon and ask him marital advice.
Sure did.
Can you imagine how fucking jeez?
And then, by the way, your wife is coming to America with your children, and bye. Yeah.
Yeah, and those problems that you're experiencing, I'm contributing to those problems.
Yeah, I'm bagging your wife on the side.
He was maybe he was getting money on the side because he agreed to all of this crap.
I don't know about that. I think also her husband was like, yeah, take Dee out. You're lonely. She's lonely. I work a lot. You've lost your wife. Why don't you guys become friends?
Yes, from that perspective, yes.
I'm friends, but not friends.
They became real good friends at some point.
Well, they were friends with benefits.
And she got a lot of benefits.
I love benefits.
I do too.
Wow.
How long have we gone?
2 hours.
Jeez.
Got by quick, huh?
Yeah, that really did.
This has been a good conversation. You know, you and I said before we started we won't get to the whole thing.
No, I knew we wouldn't, but I'm glad we did this.
Yeah. So we'll see what the dramatic ending will be. If it'll be a cliffhanger.
Dun, dun, dun.
I guess I crossed the line with bashing Vernon Presley. Elvis would not have stood for it, ever. Period. Good points, decisions. He would back his dad 100%. DEE. You weren't crossing the line. You were voicing your opinion. We just want to do it, like I said earlier. And I'm speaking to everybody. We just want to, I'm such a stickler for this on my Facebook group. I see things pop up there. I won't allow them. I'm not going to be a typical Facebook group. You put stuff on my Facebook group. It better be fact researched. Don't put something up there like that. And then, I think we had two different situations, or I had two different situations where there was some really just kind of back and forth in the comments, and it was just getting childish.
Yeah.
And one of them is not with us anymore. I'm surprised I'm not getting cooked bunnies in the mail.
Some days I think I'm going to.
Pissed. I got the other day I had somebody wanting to be approved to come in, and they wanted to post something, and the post was just like a negative about the channel and all that. And I declined it. I just replied back, first of all, you haven't answered any questions. And no, you're not. I'm not going to have you come in here and start a battle.
Or
So
if your Facebook is just been made, I had one this morning that said Facebook created in April of 2026, and I was like, nah.
yeah, I've caught a couple like that.
Mm-mm.
So I declined that. So tried again. Uh, some kind of weird name. Really not much of a Facebook page either. And she always goes, "You guys need to quit watching this piece of shit." I
Wow.
go, "Bye."
This is the place to do it and be open.
Little button. Yeah, I mean, this is great for openness. Kim says, I don't think anyone said anything wrong. No. And I don't think, I mean, maybe some people would receive it as bashing Vernon. But I mean, these things happened. So it happened.
Yeah.
This is the place.
It's just a discussion. I
Mhm.
come in here with certain. I've been doing this for 5 years this year, and in the live chats where I started about 2 years ago in August, and I've come into chats during the live that I had a certain point, and but then by the end of the chat, I'm thinking, that really made me think about something, and that's what I want here. I want everybody to share things, but
Yeah.
um, we're all adults and we know how to do it
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Seacat, I don't think it was his fault. I mean, nobody would have ever dreamed Elvis
No.
would have been that famous. And they're sending me a lot of money. Maybe it's a Southern thing. Yeah, I don't think anybody's. I think we're talking about him bringing Dee and those boys in so quickly after his mother passed away.
The way he did it,
The way
nobody's
he did it and
Yeah.
to support it, you know?
Yeah.
nobody's disputing the fact that
Yeah,
it would have
yeah,
eventually happened. I think Elvis, to some extent, knew. I mean, it's natural; it's going to happen at any point. But the point is that what we're basically saying is, Vernon's timing and the way he
timing,
did it
yes.
was completely fucked up.
And the
Yeah.
other factors involved. It's not just, oh yeah, of course Elvis would be generous and he bought so many of them homes and cars. That was his nature. That was his nature before he was famous.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
On
the
your
outlying factors involved in that timing
yeah.
is like him said.
Look at
Yeah.
D.
Yeah. See, Cat. You're right. Most famous people they do share the money with family and friends, and we know Elvis did that. I think the only thing that I get irritated or I discuss is when they're doing that when they shouldn't have to be doing it because somebody's taking advantage of that.
Yeah.
Those are
Yes.
the things that um,
Hmm.
and I don't think Vernon approached it in the way of he thinks he was taking care of um you know
I just don't think it was recognized as stress that could have possibly added to Elvis's life.
yeah
Yeah.
I don't think there
And
was anything insidious about it, or I'm going to make sure Elvis pays for this. He wasn't
yes.
considered. My problem is he was not considered.
Yes. That's what I was going to
right
say. And Amy jumped the gun for me because she voiced it perfectly. But I was going to say
Eric
exactly.
breaking off.
I was going to say exactly the same thing. Whether it was done intentionally from Vernon's side, no, not at all.
yeah no
I
Mm-mm.
think, unfortunately, Vernon was blindsided
Mhm.
into
Very
doing that
vulnerable at that time.
because he was just as soft as Elvis was, if not more,
yeah
although the image that he portrayed was the opposite. And Dee knew it. So
Oh,
she,
he marked
she
them. Yeah.
she
yeah
blindsided Vernon into the situation, and I think by the time Vernon realized it was possibly when Elvis voiced his dislike about the situation. That's possibly
yeah
when Elvis rung the bell for his daddy, and his daddy realized, oh fuck.
Well, I don't understand how anybody could do this. They get into a relationship and you realize it's only been a year.
mm.
I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
But I'm a much nicer person, obviously, than he was.
Yeah.
Obviously, Vernon was also in an emotional point in his life,
Yeah.
not necessarily consciously have known that fact, but women are no disrespect to women. That's just how they are created, and I'm grateful for that. But when a woman wants to be deceiving, she's gonna be deceiving.
Mm-hmm.
And if she wants to take advantage of a situation because she's gonna benefit from that situation, she'll turn on anything she needs to turn on.
To get what she
And
wants.
and
Yeah.
yeah
everybody knows there's one jar that she needs to open, that will make any man with any hot blood in his body go absolutely dumb at the drop of a hat. And unfortunately, there are bad women out there that will use it to their advantage. And I think in this situation, that's exactly what she did to Vernon, and he bought it hook, line, and sinker.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Well,
on Melissa, what with what you're saying about, Elvis, as much as he disliked the situation, he wasn't going to put those kids out in the cold.
nope. And that
And
speaks
No.
and
volumes of Elvis.
yeah, and like I said earlier when we started, one of the things that we love about Elvis, one of the most qualities he had is also something that came into situations like this, and it was kind of it was a great quality that you know.
It ended up hurting him.
Yeah, it wound up hurting him in a lot of different ways. Or, it's just when you, and more and more we do this, it just pisses me off because we find everybody around him did this.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And, Elvis, the thing that gets me is if he was allowed Lamar Fight to go ahead and squat after he told him to, that goes to show you who Elvis was.
Yeah.
He told him, no, I don't want you here, but he was not about to call the police and have him removed or
Right.
anything like that. He would never have done that. He was just one of those, it would be an irritant until,
Yeah.
well, the day he died.
I think too it came from his upbringing of poverty and knowing what it was like to go without, and he was in a position where he could be Santa Claus all the time.
Yeah.
And so I think he had a little bit of guilt about having so much sometimes.
Was he tight with the boys right up to where they got to be young adults? Was there any problems between Elvis and the three kids?
Yeah.
There were.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be a whole nother show. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Sounds like one of our pop-up shows.
Ricky, yeah, that'd be a great one for a pop-up show.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll put that on there.
Sorry, my kid's playing Roblox. He just said bye.
Every time something happens from one of you guys, it sounds like it's right behind me. That's why I turn my head. It's because of my headphones. When he gets crickets, I swear to God, that freaking cricket is in my room somewhere. And he just got it going on. I go, I got a cricket here, and I can't find something. And
I'll see you look around sometimes like you're looking for something.
And he's laughing his ass off because he knows the cricket's in his place. They go, Jesus, man.
The one time I let him go for like 7 minutes, and he was like, "Where the fuck
You
is
were
this cricket?"
gaslighting him.
I think it was the first time I called him shithead.
Yeah.
No, that's but
this would be a good pop-up show.
That would be a good pop-up show.
Yeah, lots of info. I got a whole file on them.
Just for those people that weren't with us whenever we decided what we decided, I can't remember, was it yesterday morning, whatever the case. What are we gonna do on Monday?
Cam's birthday.
Yeah, so Monday we're gonna do a 3:00 live. It's Cam's birthday, and our topic is going to be what did we say?
I don't know.
We did say, did we?
We didn't say that. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, we're gonna finish Dee's interview on your birthday.
Yeah, we can do that. Why not?
No, I'd just be an
We're gonna have a pajama party.
Yeah, we did decide we're gonna have a pajama party. That's the one thing we did decide on.
Yep.
But
okay, well,
I don't wear pajamas.
I'm in my pajamas right now. No.
Well, then, Joe, we have to show Joe from the neck down. Then.
From the neck down.
Yeah, something like that.
Kind of like this.
Yeah.
I'll push my on my wheel like that.
I got this.
My chair doesn't move.
So we're not gonna.
So I got an elevator.
We could do another day.
We could just do a shooting the shit show.
Yeah, we can do that too.
I want to do that.
Come in with topics.
That's an idiot.
Okay,
Yeah, I just thought we'd just do a yeah. What kind of? Hey, join the shooting shit. Shoot some shit. That's hard to say. Shoot some shit.
Shit.
Yeah. Thank you, Patty.
I think I need keys to do that.
The Memphis Mafia say what they thought of Dee's Geraldo appearance. Joe Esposito was on there. I think he was pretty clear
Yeah.
what he thought.
Yeah, he read his opinion clear, but boy, did JD.
Oh, man. I told you I skipped school that day to watch that.
Did you really?
Pissed off about it.
I remember seeing it,
Like in
but
6th grade.
I
Yeah.
really didn't know who she was really much. But that's when I think that's the first time I really. Well, I knew she was, but that's the first time I'd ever seen anything of an interview.
I was hoping JD would get up and smack.
I wonder if Vernon said anything about it. Do you have any idea?
Didn't she say that after Vernon died?
Vernon had died.
Yeah.
Yeah. They wrote a book before Vernon died, I think. But that shit with Gladys was like 90s. She came up with that story. But they had already written Elvis, We Love You Tender. Then each of the boys had written a book, at least one. So, it was time to recycle another topic and make money off Elvis.
Did Blanche? I thought this is off topic. Did Blanchard ever write a book?
Blanchard Tool?
Yeah. I was after it came up in discussion between you and I and something. Maybe it was during the live or, but I thought, you know what? I don't know much about this guy, so I started doing research, saved some clips, some news reports and stuff like that, because it's really interesting me about that whole situation. I don't know anything about it, so
I'll send you the file if you want to go through it.
Yeah, because I know certain he wrote a book, but he's got there's magazine articles where he's said something or a few things, but
he downplays it a lot.
Yeah,
he doesn't really capitalize on it, and I would love for him to, before he gets too old, someone like he would be great for conversations during Elvis Week. I mean, my God, he played a vital role, but he's not. Maybe he is now, but before he wasn't conducive to their narrative,
No, and his first cousin didn't save Graceland, did he?
No, first cousin did not save Graceland. I keep trying to get him to let me interview him, and he'll go forth sometimes. But yeah, he's just real quiet about it.
Yeah, I guess I can kind of understand that with some people. They just don't want the limelight. Keep it, it's here, it's me. I did my job. Let me live the rest of my life without a fanfare. But you're right. I would be a great conversation. A few others. I would love to have been able to interview. Not Holton. Holton wrote the book.
I just want to say Horton Hears a Who. Is it Robert Horton?
What is it? Holton?
Kendall.
Kendall's the one I would love to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
I don't think he's alive anymore.
I don't think he is either.
That would be hard to.
And I keep trying to get Dr. Forrest Tennant, but he just got out of the hospital because he wrote that strange medical saga of Elvis Presley.
Yeah,
I would love to get him on, but he just got out of the hospital, so I'm really hoping I can get him before something happens to him.
Yeah, Natalie. Yeah, I would. I'd like to do that. I think that'd be a really cool discussion.
It's a very cool discussion.
It's kind of what after school special.
After school special.
Yeah, we used to have on TV. They used to have all these different specials, once a week, an after school special. It was on some kind of talk about, meeting girls or meeting boys, or it just
don't do drugs.
It was kind of like a Lifetime movie. I don't know if you know what Lifetime is, but Lifetime little clips, and people would rush home, and all I want to do is get home and watch the Three Stooges. Shit about
I always watched Bewitched when I got home.
I was so in love with Elizabeth Montgomery.
Everybody was.
And I went down to I won tickets to a movie premiere at the theaters. It was the radio station was giving tickets. The movie never made it to the frickin' theaters. It was called 99 and 100% Dead. It was with Michael Caine.
Wow.
And I don't think it ever got to the theaters, but what was cool was it was a private viewing, and it had some of the stars in the movie there, and so it's cool. So it was in the afternoon. It was like a Sunday afternoon. So got in my car, pulled out. I was like 17 years old, and as I'm pulling out, guess who's pulling in right next to me is Elizabeth Montgomery in a convertible with that freaking red hair just blaring. I'm just like, Oh my God, I was just so in love. I just love that woman, and
So,
I sat there and just watched her all the way. And she kind of looked at me and smiled, and it just drove on in. I'm thinking she probably reporting me to security right now. I better get the hell out of here.
I love
Oh
it.
yeah, she was freaking hot, man. All right, I need to change the subject. I have those cigarettes around the house.
This is a little Elvis in today in Elvis news. If you guys want it,
Yeah.
Rhonda just sent it to me. Well, Elvis related news: Dracula's castle bought by U.S. entrepreneur in charge of Elvis Presley's estate.
What?
Ooh.
Yep. U.S. businessman Joel Weinshanker, the chief administrator of Elvis Presley's rights and properties, has purchased a majority stake in the company that operates Bran Castle, popularly associated with Dracula.
Wow.
What the guys looking
This
after?
must be good.
I'll share that tomorrow on Coffee Date.
Are they the ones that?
I'll send you the link.
Okay, thanks.
Are they?
Rhonda.
Are they the ones that bought the Ricky Nelson?
So it's it's all a little convoluted. So let me see if I can remember this right. ABG owns Muhammad Ali, Ricky Nelson, Elvis, somebody else. Marilyn Monroe.
I never see him promote Ricky.
But then there's these subsidiaries that, so one like Ad Populum is a subsidiary underneath ABG that promotes Elvis. So it's almost like this umbrella company ABG is.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
these different actions, and Joel's part is only Elvis. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, I got to see Ricky in concert a few times. He was so cool. That's who I'm named after, Ricky. That's my legal name. It's not Richard. It's Ricky. My mom named me after Ricky Nelson.
To a garden.
I come and say, I'm a traveling man.
Well.
All right, guys. So keep in mind, we got gospel show tomorrow from 10 to noon. So if you need to be saved, the doctor will be in the house. It won't be Dr. Dick. Yeah, it wouldn't fit right just for the gospel show. But no, we're going to do some acapellas again, and we're going to have a nice 2 hours of gospel. Then at 1 o'clock, coffee date, some trivia, and I got a really cool trivia thing. You guys are going to laugh your ass off. It's not really Elvis related, other than it's a music related thing. I was coming across on the internet on Facebook. So about it popped up and it says the worst album covers of all time. My God. We're not going to be able to make it. It's good. This is going to be just as funny as JD. Some of these pictures that are on these covers are just freaking hilarious.
I can imagine.
Pardon?
We got people leaving, so I just said bye. That's all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to share that, and I'll do the trivia and all the other stuff we always do. And then we'll do our pop-up on Monday, 3 o'clock. I'll put...
it's a birthday. I'll probably be in about 3:30 by the time I get home, but yeah.
Okay.
Saturday. It's the rest of D, right? Saturday?
Yeah, the rest of D will be next Saturday. We'll finish it then. We'll get her over. We'll finish her off.
Finish her off. Amy, I'm so glad you took a break to hang out with us.
Yeah, Amy, thanks. Everybody here, thank you. Great conversation. You know what? I'll have to check out. Yeah, we had a lot of chat. I bet you we had a
and also just important to mention to you guys in the chat too. Don't feel that you guys offended anybody amongst yourselves, amongst us.
Yeah.
This is why we're here. We share opinions. We share thoughts. Don't feel that you guys offended anybody. It's all good.
Not at all.
No harm, no foul from anybody. So whoever might feel guilty with regard to anything, don't.
We love you guys, man. You guys are very thought provoking on a lot of stuff.
And don't go, because I play both sides. No, wait a minute.
We can never hate you.
Yeah. Oh, you play both sides, Joe? I knew there was a problem somewhere.
I know I got that. There we go. I can't do that long. That'll kick me off. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you. Great conversation. I'll
We have
send
to
a
find
notification for what's coming up, and you never know what the
we have to
conversation's going to go on Monday.
we have to find a way to stop time because
I
it's
know.
really shitty going back to the real world after doing a show.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it seems like we've been on 2 hours, but it seems like we've been on 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we just got here. What the hell?
And we still got 48 people hanging in here. You guys are great.
You guys are awesome.
It means we're either entertaining you or you guys fell asleep.
Or you feel sorry for us and just want to watch the shit show. We don't know. But either way, we're glad you're here.
You're welcome, Natalie, very much. All right.
You guys are awesome.
I don't have anything else. You guys got anything?
Nope.
All right.
Besides,
TCB to everybody. We love you guys. And that's
see you all tomorrow.
Take care.
English for washing windows. Okay. Bye.
Oh, wax.